Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and my craft studio is a mess. It is a disaster zone. It is projects meets hauls meets just food and coffee and all the things, all the things. So today we're going to spend a little time getting everything all cleaned up so that I can function again. I thought I would turn on the video and bring you guys along with me because I know that you can totally relate to when you have the best of intentions and then your craft environment just kind of goes nuts. So I'll share a few tips and tricks along the way of how I like to organize when things get out of control. It's a little bit crazy around here, but let's go clean. All right, so here's my actual real working studio. It has gotten a little bit crazy. I've been doing a ton of filming, a ton of work, and I tend to just throw things behind me when I'm done and clear off my filming space and start over. Now that I have more counter space, I am using it like crazy. So I have a meeting in just a little bit. I want my studio to feel good for that meeting. So we're gonna start in one corner like I always like to do. Hey, Penny. And then we're gonna get to cleaning. All right, let's do this. First thing is first, I'm gonna pull the trash can out because I'm gonna be using that trash can. I'm gonna empty the trash can and put another trash bag in it because I'm gonna use all the things. I have to clear out a lot of the things I bought from Cyber Week, start putting them away. What I do is I start in one area of my craft room. So I'm doing this back desk and I go very methodically across that area to make sure I don't miss anything. When I jump around, I tend to accidentally leave things out. I don't feel like I'm making much progress. In this case, I have been waiting to put these acrylic paints up. All of my handmade modern paints from Target were all dried up. They've switched brands, and so I decided to switch brands as well. I'm going to use the Liquitech Basics. I found this on super sale during Cyber Week and picked them up at Michael's. So now I have 48 new colors, and of course I can't just throw them up on my pegboard. Everyone knows rainbow order is the way to go, so that's what I'm working on, getting all of these paints in rainbow order. So do you like to put your things in rainbow order? It just makes sense to me. It makes it easier to find what I'm looking for, and it makes it easier to put things away. The home edit knows what they're talking about. While it's easier for kids to put things away in rainbow order, it's also easier for our brains. And so having my paints in rainbow order just really signals to where things should go. So when I'm pulling out just one or two at a time, I know exactly where it should go as I'm putting it back. It was a little challenging because they did not actually come organized in rainbow order. They came organized in some different types of sets, so I had to shift things ever so slightly. But it feels great to have that paint out and ready to work with. I cannot wait to give it a try. Let me know what you think of Liquitex paint. I'm pumped about it. All right, so once that gets put away, that was kind of a big job. Now I'm just going to methodically start clearing. There's a bunch of things out and I have places for everything to go. But what happens is I film, I want to clear off my filming area to film something else. And instead of cleaning up between, I just put it behind me. Now that I have more space, I'm able to leave more things out, which is good and bad because then it turns out my cleaning up is a bigger process. Let me know if you can relate. I feel like if you're working in a smaller space, you have to clean up a little bit more frequently just because you don't have the room to actually function is the problem. All right, so I'm making progress moving across. This is a pile of all the sticker books. When I run into things that go elsewhere, I just start to make stacks. So you'll see, I'm gonna start running across a lot of sticker books instead of taking them all over to the cabinet individually. I'm going to start putting them in stacks so that I can put them all together at the same time, put them all away at the same time. I'm organizing them by company because that's very similar to how I have them organized within my cabinet. And you can see I'm just working my way through the stack. There is something about getting your space cleaned up that just feels so good. In the hecticness of the holiday season, we've also been doing a couple of pretty big home projects, and so it feels like my whole house is torn up. And I've been working really hard, so my craft studio gets very messy, and something very calming about cleaning about getting things put away, finding their space. It just slows my brain down. It allows me to think through things. And I was getting ready for a big meeting to talk about some things for 2023. And this helped me get in the mindset of possibility, because when I'm overwhelmed by mess, things don't seem possible. Everything seems difficult. But when things are cleaned up, it really feels like there's a lot of possibility out there, that a lot of things can be accomplished. And so it felt good to kind of go through. I had all my planners for 2023 out. I'm ready to film my 2023 planner lineup, but we're going to store them away for a little while longer because I might be ready to film, but I might not have time to film. All right, so lots of sticker books were out because, like I said, I was working on a lot of custom spreads, a lot of planner things this week. And so it's time to file those away. This is my new organization system. I love these bins from Target. I think you can actually find them in the bathroom section at Target. They are the Bright Room brand, I believe. I'll have to look and see if I can link those. But I have them all clearly labeled, so it's very easy to figure out where everything goes. I was doing a haul video, which usually ends up in a big mess. These are all my Cyber Week finds, so you can be sure to check out that video. Again, more stickers, more planner supplies, and it really helps that I have a space for everything in my room. I was switching out planner covers, so hey, it's time to get all of those things put into place, get them organized, and I store my planners out on a shelf in my room because I do interact with them on a regular basis, but a lot of times when I'm switching to a new planner, I don't always get all the pieces of the old planner put away. I kind of put together a new planner almost every month, and so usually about a week into the new month, I need to take the time to redisperse the things that were in the old planner, if that makes sense. So I got to put the cover away and the rings and all that business. So I needed to take a little bit of time to do that and still clearing things out. I have most of my planner supplies organized, which of course I bought a lot from the Happy Planner. I have bins for bookmarks and dividers. I have special cases that hold all of the different discs. So when I get new discs, I can get them organized into those cases so I can choose from them as I'm setting up a new planner each month. And it's just great to have everything at my fingertips, but I also like getting it away every now and then. I like seeing things. Don't get me wrong. You can tell I'm a visual person, but getting things out of sight, putting them away also feels pretty good, especially when they've been sitting out on my counters for a good long time. All right, opening a few things that I haven't gotten to play with yet. That's a fun little post-it ball. It was super fun. Putting that over on my desk, and things are really making a lot of progress. You can see I have bins underneath my desk that holds all of my filming equipment, and so I put different lights and camera stands and things like that. Everything has a place, and it just makes it so easy. All right, real life. Yes, that's my lunch. Yes, that's my Diet Dr. Pepper in an old coffee cup. No telling how many days old that coffee cup is. My lunch was out because I had 30 minutes of a lunch break to try to get this place cleaned up, eat some food before my next meeting started. Again, getting everything into place, cleaning things out. It makes it feel, nope, that's a craft from a friend I cannot wait to work on as soon as I get a few more videos done and accomplished. Look how much cleaner that looks, how much calmer. And this is the new toy in my craft room. I have a Glowforge. I'm loving it. I was using it to create some holiday presents, but it's time to pack some things away. I need to look up how to do some cleaning on my Glowforge. I think it needs a little bit of cleaning, a little TLC, because I've been using a lot for the holiday crafts I've been creating. But that area wasn't too bad. And then I've been spending a lot of time cutting stickers for my patrons. I have a few more sets to go, but let's go ahead and clean up the area. And I found my scissors. You guys, that was one of the biggest impetuses or like reasons I needed to clean up. I could not find my scissors, and there they were, hiding near the Cricut. All right, everything is looking pretty good. The last thing I had to do, I had to take a few pictures for a different video. Now that those pictures are done, I can clean up my backdrops that I use for filming and put away the lights. And now the room is peaceful. It's ready, it feels great, and I hope you enjoyed cleaning with me. All right, so that's it. The space feels so much better. It's so much cleaner. I can focus for the meeting I have coming up. So I'm excited. Thanks for coming along with me to get my space cleaned up. I hope it inspired you to get into your space and get it cleaned up and ready for a fun weekend and season of crafting. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I will add links down below. If you have any questions about anything you saw, make sure to let me know and I'll add that link for you. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreon members. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. And I hope that all of you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.